Good morning, students. Today's topic is Graham's law of diffusion. Statement: the rate of diffusion of a gas at constant pressure and temperature is inversely proportional to the square root of its density or vapor density or molecular weight. Rate of diffusion of a gas, the spreading of the gas will depends upon density, vapor density and molecular weight. So as per the statement, I am going to show you the mathematical representation for this. The rate of diffusion of gas, you can represent it with the letter R. The speed of the gas R is inversely proportional to square root of its density. Or the rate of diffusion of a gas is proportional to 1 by root m. The rate of diffusion of a gas is R is directly proportional to, so here 1 by root Vd. In these three cases, the diffusion, the velocity, the spreading of the gas is depends upon density, molecular mass m and vapor density Vd. It means when density increases, the diffusion of a gas will be decreases. Mass of the gas increases, the speed of the spreading of the speed of the gas will be decreases. Same way, the rate of diffusion of a gas is inversely proportional to vapor density. When vapor density increases, the rate of diffusion decreases. For example, in case of two gases, this equation we can write in this pattern: R1 by R2 is equal to under root of D2 by D1. This equation we can write in case of two different gases: R1 divided by R2, it means 1 by m by 1. That is equal to what equation will come, my dear students? Square root of m2 by m1. Same way, we can write one more equation: R1 by R2 is equal to square root of Vd2 by Vd1. This is about the Graham's law of diffusion. Graham's law of diffusion, we can explain the definition with respect to density or molecular mass or vapor density. The rate of diffusion of a gas is inversely proportional to square root of its density, is known as Graham's law of diffusion. Or the rate of diffusion of a gas is inversely proportional to square root of its molecular mass. Or with respect to vapor density, the rate of diffusion of a gas is inversely proportional to 1 by root Vd. In case of two different gases, this Graham's law we can express in this pattern: R1 by R2 is equal to under root of D2 by D1. R1 by R2 is equal to under root of M2 by M1. And R1 by R2 is equal here the square root of Vd2 by Vd1. This I am going to show you. The rate of diffusion of gas is directly proportional to 1 by root D, 1 by Vd or 1 by root m. Here D means density, vapor density, molecular mass. With respect to two gases, R1 by R2 is equal to under root of D2 by D1, Vd2 by Vd1 and M2 by M1. Now the same Graham's law of diffusion I am going to explain with respect to pressure and as well as temperature. See here, my dear students, the same equation I am going to explain you in another way. We know very well about that. For example, one of the gases there here, carbon dioxide gas, and I am taking hydrogen gas. This hydrogen gas mass is 2 and carbon dioxide gas is 44 grams molar mass. This is 2 grams. So which is weightless means hydrogen gas is weightless. When you conduct the running race, who will come first? Who will reach us here? This is the hydrogen gas and this is carbon dioxide gas. So the hydrogen gas will come fast to the target. It means it is having a lower molecular mass. The gas which is having lower molecular mass, which is having high diffused, it means high rate of diffusion. Same way, when you want to move this carbon dioxide also fast, like hydrogen gas, what will you do? When you apply more pressure, when you apply more and more pressure, when you increase the pressure, on carbon dioxide gas, this carbon dioxide gas will also move fast. It means the moving of the gas, the spreading of the gas, the speed of the gas, the rate of diffusion of the gas depends upon the pressure. When pressure increases, spreading increases. When pressure decreases, spreading decreases. That's the reason I have taken here the rate of diffusion is directly proportional to P, right? As per the definition, rate of diffusion of a gas is inversely proportional to root M. Based on these two equations, R is equal to what you can write, ma? P into 1 by root M. Therefore, in case of two gases, R1 by R2 is equal to P1 by P2 into the same under root of M2 by M1. That only I am showing here. So R is directly proportional to P, and with respect to R is directly proportional 1 by root M here. R1 by R2 is equal to P1 by P2 into M2 by M1. What you observe here is M21 by M1 is already there. When you apply the pressure at constant temperature, R is directly proportional to the pressure. Directly proportional means P1 by P2. Inversely proportional means 2 will come up, M2 by M1. The same way here also the rate of diffusion is directly proportional to temperature, because when you have one gas in a particular container, when you apply the heat, the gaseous molecules will move fast. It means it spread fast. The diffusion rate will be increases. When temperature increases, diffusion rate will be increases. Temperature increases, diffusion rate will be increases. So R is directly proportional to the capital T. That's the reason I am substituting the same. R is directly proportional to capital T and R is inversely proportional to mass. So hence R1 by R2 is equal to M2 M1 into T1 T2. Why I have written here T1 T2 is directly proportional. That is the reason T1 T2, here M2 by M1. So these two equations also comes under Graham's law of diffusion. See here, the first one is the perfect definition as per the definition mathematical equations. Now when you apply this equation M2 by M1, along with that, when you change the temperature, when you change the pressure, here this equation is applicable for at constant pressure. This equation is applicable for at constant pressure. This is the constant temperature, this is the constant pressure. Now I am going to show you the same Graham's law of diffusion with respect to the definitions. What is the definition of rate of diffusion, my dear students? So the rate of diffusion I am representing with R. R is equal to V by T. V means the volume occupied by the gas. Volume occupied by the gas. By the gas divided by time taken. Divided by time. For example, the gas occupied by the gas spread, it means diffused in 1 second, is known as rate of diffusion of a gas. One of the gas diffuses occupies more space. Some of the gases occupies less space. It depends upon the molecular mass. How much space occupied by in 1 second, that is known as rate of diffusion of a gas. Rate of diffusion of a gas means the volume diffused at 1 second time. is known as rate of diffusion of gas. So based on this, I am going to show you a different equations. See here, my students, R is equal to V divided by T. V divided by T. In case of two gases, R1 is equal to V1 by T1. Then R2 is equal to, how you can write the equation same way, V2 by T2. Then R1 by R2, this divided by this. R1 by R2 is equal to, R1 means what? V1 by T1. This is R1. Whole divided by R2 means what, ma? V2 by T2. This equation we can arrange like this. V1 by T1 into T2 by V2. That is equal to what? R1 by R2. So on the basis of the definition, you have got one more equation for Graham's law of diffusion. That is R1 by R2 is equal to what? V1 T1 into T2 V2. So this is based upon the equation. So now once again I am writing, yes, based upon the definition, R is equal to V by T. In case of two gases, R1 by R2 is equal to V1 by T1 into V2 by T2. Yes, see here, V1 by T1 into V2 by T2. This instead of V1, when I substitute number of moles, the volume, for example, 1 liter volume, instead of volume, when you know about only number of moles, this equation will be changed. So here V1, this is T2 by V2. T2 by V2. See here, what are the equations will come. This is about the definition. R is equal to volume diffused by time taken. R1 by R2 is equal to V1 T1 into T2 by V2. When you substitute, instead of V, instead of volume V1, I have substituted N1. Instead of volume V2, I have substituted N2. So when you know the, instead of volume, when you know the number of moles, this equation may be converted like this. R1 by R2 is equal to N1 by T1 into T2 by N2. Or when you know only the mole fraction, so instead of N1, you can substitute X1. Instead of N2, you can substitute X2. X1 means mole fraction of the first gas. X2 means mole fraction of the second gas. So with respect to the definition, again you are getting the three more different equations. So overall, to know the Graham's law of diffusion, these are all equations you should know. That is 1 by root d or 1 by Vd or 1 by root m. It means it depends upon density, vapor density and molecular mass. And with respect to the pressure also influence the rate of diffusion. When pressure increases, the rate of diffusion increases. With respect to this equation, the Graham's law of diffusion, we can write in this pattern. R1 by R2 is equal to P1 by P2 into under root of M2 by M1. And the rate of diffusion also depends upon the temperature. When temperature increases, gaseous molecules will move free with different directions and with different velocities. The rate of diffusion will also increases. So that this equation will come R1 by R2 is equal to under root of M2 by M1 into T1 by T2. With respect to the definitions, I made three different equations. Based on this, finally, you have to write all the equations. How many equations will come? We have to say here I am writing. All of you look at the screen. See, in case of two gases, I am writing R1 divided by R2. That is equal to, first what the equation came under root of d2 by d1. Write down simply d2 by d1. Next what equation is, you have got it, vd2 by vd1. Same thing you have to write vd2 by vd1. That is equal to, one more equation is there, under root of m2 by m1. m2 by m1. That is equal to With respect to R is directly proportional to P, we got one more equation. R1 by R2 is equal to P1 by P2 into under root of M2 by M1. And with respect to R is directly proportional to capital T, you are getting one more equation. R1 by R2 is equal to under root of M2 by M1 into T1 by T2. This is absolute temperatures now. With respect to the definitions, we got three more equations, my dear students. Then what is that? R1 by R2 is equal to, tell me those equations also. What's that? V1 by T1 into T2 by V2. While substituting instead of V1, V2, either number of moles or X1, you are going to get two more equations. These two equations also you are going to join here. So this is about the Graham's law of diffusion with a clear explanation and all the formulas. Applications of Graham's law. Graham's law is very useful in separation process. The gases with different densities can be separated by using this Graham's law. It is also helpful in determining the molar mass of unknown gases by comparing the rate of diffusion of unknown gases to known gas. We can separate the isotopes of an element using Graham's law. Limitations of Graham's law. Graham's law holds good for diffusion, not for diffusion. It is an approximation of for diffusion. The law is valid at constant temperature and pressure. Effusion